For 25 years, it's been the television programme which has championed the countryside, doing its best to inform an increasingly urban audience about rural issues, what they are and why they matter. Which, of course, is exactly what this particular member of Countryfile's audience has been doing too.
Afternoon, Your Highness. This is what I like to see. Hard-working gentleman in the countryside.
It's the heir to the throne, as we don't often see him, Prince Charles in a battered old jacket, building a hedge. Because in the countryside, hedges matter.
Well, the great thing about hedges is, of course, they help to not only provide corridors for wildlife and birds and everything else, but they actually provide a very useful function of shelter for stock.
But it's far more than the future of Britain's hedgerows which is exercising the Prince. For one edition, at the BBC's invitation, he's guest-edited Countryfile, a chance, 4 months or so before he becomes a grandparent, to renew his call for the world to wake up and think much more carefully about what we're doing to the environment.
We need to think about what kind of world we're handing on to our successors, particularly grandchildren. So if you think of it in those terms, it should make us reflect a little bit about the way we do things so we don't ruin it for them.
It's not a new theme from Charles, but it's something about which he remains passionate, the need to work in harmony with nature and to understand the challenges faced by Britain's rural communities, where small family farms are facing particularly difficult times.
I worry about the way things change all the time, and sources of income are more uncertain, the challenges are enormous, and particularly the shortage of feed. There's diseases of every kind, whether it's Schmallenberg or TB, goodness knows what else, afflicting the farming community. And that's why it's so important to have a means of helping to support very hard-working people.
The countryside, Charles says, is where he feels most at home and where he has time to reflect, to think his best thoughts, as he puts it, thoughts which remain preoccupied with nature and man's duty to protect it. Nicholas Witchell, BBC News.